Yo, what is up, you guys? International Passport here again for yet another classic stream. How y'all doing? Can y'all hear me? Put a one in the chat if you can hear me clearly. We're going to break it down in this chat. Let me know if you can hear me right now. Put a one in the chat if you can hear me. Is my mic good? Let me know if my mic is good, guys. I want to know if y'all can hear me. Is my mic good? Yo, what is up, Charles Jones? I see you, bro. Shout out to my dude, Charles Jones, Vince Bragg, the whole crew. We got 7 people watching right now. Please hit the like button. Hit the like button. We're going to break it down easily today. You know, we're going to break it down, expose the haters, and of course, encourage brothers to get their passports. What is up, you guys? El Selector. That's the bro right there. What's up, El Selector? Later on, I will be doing a call-in session. So Charles Jones, El Selector, whoever else wants to call in, let me know. And you guys will be on my call very soon. But again, let me first introduce myself for the new people on my channel. I am International Passport. I encourage brothers to get their passports to meet foreign women. You know, I encourage brothers to invest in stocks. I encourage brothers to invest in crypto, business, having a good life, and appreciate the support. I've been at this for quite some time now, encouraging brothers to get their passports, traveling. So thank you for the support. Now, let's get into it. The topic for today is if you cannot get women in your home country, then travel to meet foreign women. It's the title isn't nuclear science, it's not maths, it's straightforward. If you cannot get women in your home country, get your passport to meet foreign women. And in this stream, a lot of groups, a lot of people, they're going to be exposed because recently, I'm seeing a lot of channels about lifestyle, about being a dating coach, how to get women in America, in England, etc., etc. Right? And they are marketing their products to guys who struggle to get women. And we know in the West, particularly United States, the UK, maybe Canada, Australia, the men who live in those countries are struggling to get women. We know that for a fact, which is why we see an uptick in dating coaches and these lifestyle coaches telling you to level up, get a better job, get a nice car, basically telling you to blow a bag to get mediocre Western women. Let me repeat myself. Telling you to blow a bag to get mediocre Western woman. Now, people are saying, right, they're telling me that if you cannot get women in your home country, what makes you think that you will get women abroad? let me repeat that again, right? People are saying in general, men and women, is that if you cannot get women in your home country as a man, what makes you think you will get women abroad? That's the new shtick they're telling everyone right now. That's the new statement. Passport brothers are lame. They can't get women in their home country. So how can we expect them to get women abroad? As an individual who does get women in my home country and abroad, I will tell you that statement is false, right? I've always said this, and I will always keep repeating myself. If something is not working for you in your life, right, Be proactive and change that. Now, when I apply that statement I just said to traveling, if you cannot get women in your home country, if for some reason you can't communicate well with women in America because you're American, right? Women in Canada because you live in Canada. If there's a reason why, you know, your relationships with these women don't last more than 1 month, more than 5 months, more than 4 months, you know, then you need to make way to change that. You cannot be sulking saying that, women this, women that. I am not an advocate of blaming women for things that you can change. Yes, yes, I believe feminism has ruined the dating game in the West. Only in the West you will see the uptick of feminism, right? But if you cannot get women in your home country, whether it's through online dating, approaching in person, you might have a better chance of getting women if you get your passport to meet foreign women. Okay? It's very simple. If things don't work out for you in anything, you can even apply this statement to anything in your life. If it's not working out for you, change the way you do things. Put a one in the chat if you agree with that statement. Put a one in the chat if you agree with what I'm saying so far. If you agree with that statement, put a one in the chat. We're going to break it down tonight. No joke. The new shtick, brothers are lame because they can't get women in their home country. What makes you think that you can get women abroad? That's what they're saying nowadays. But let me tell you something that is not true. That is not true. I will tell you this. I get women in the UK, but I happen to get more women when I travel. So if I get more women in a different place, why would I continue to waste my time and energy and resources for women in my home country if women abroad are treating me better, if they're more feminine, more cooperative, right? It makes no sense. If you get, let's say, within 5 months, 5 women in your home country for dates, whatever, but when you travel for 3 weeks, you get 18 women to meet up with. What area would you choose? Obviously, you would choose the country you went to because you have more options of women that are giving you play. So how does that equate to you not getting women in your home country? That's the problem. Shout out to Cisco. I'm gonna put you on the screen. The Cisco says, never had problems getting women in the US. The quality overseas is better. Facts. 100% facts. That is what people don't understand. It's not about brothers not getting women in their home country. It's not about brothers not getting women where they're from. That is not the point. The quality of women abroad is simply better. That is facts. Brothers are not traveling because they can't get women. I'm sure a lot of brothers such as Charles Jones, El Selector, J Can, 1980, the Cisco can easily get women in America if they're from America or Canada or UK, right? But it just so happens to be that the women abroad are 10 times better, right? If you travel to Colombia and you see the quality of women there compared to the quality of women in the US, surely you would go for Colombian women more often. It's common sense, right? Let me put Charles Jones on the screen, the brother speaking facts as usual. let's be honest, D, not being able to get women where they live is stupid and lame. Also, getting a woman abroad denotes a higher status symbol. Facts. 100% facts. And let me add the fact that women abroad do not play around. You know, once you let them know that you are interested, you're basically a couple. But with Western women, you got to go through hoops. You know, you got to be Batman. You have to be Bruce Wayne. You got to have a six-figure salary. You got to be 6'5", 6'8", have 5 cars, be a CEO or an executive. In fact, they're even saying that they don't want a man who works a 9-to-5 job. What? They don't want a guy who works a 9-to-5 job. That's what they're saying right now. That's a new shtick that Western women are going with, right? But you will never hear that from foreign women. That's my point right there. Quality. Quality is what differentiates Western women from foreign women, right? With Western women, you got to jump through so many hoops. You got to be this. You have to be that. Shout out to Real Pains Diaz. Got to be a multimillionaire dollar CEO at 19 years old. Facts, you know, facts. It is embarrassing, and you know, it's just nonsense. If you are a woman that's 22 years old and you're telling me that you want all these requirements, I'm not even going to deal with you. I'm just going to travel and get women abroad. Because I have not met a single German woman tell me these high requirements. I have not met a single Moroccan woman tell me these high requirements. It's ridiculous, you know? So it is important that men understand quality. And people who watch my videos and other Passport Brothers videos is that we do get women in our home countries. You know, I use online dating in the UK, and I got tons of chicks hitting me up online, and I filter through them and I check if they're from the UK or abroad. If they're from the UK, nah, I'm not interested. But if they're from abroad, if I see Colombia, if I see DR, if I see Germany, right? If I see Portugal, I'm gonna give a play. I'm gonna reply to a response. We do get women, but we prefer foreign women because the quality between both is different. You know, women abroad are more family oriented, like Charles Jones just said, right? A lot more family oriented compared to women in the West. And I'm being honest with you guys, right? I'm a family orientated guy, you know. I like a woman who is also family orientated. That life of sleeping around, blah blah blah, this that ain't really for me, you know. I know a quality woman when I see one. And there's a lot more quality women abroad. Now, the question people are asking me is that, hey, international passport, why haven't you wifed up an international foreign quality woman then? Because I live in the UK, right? I can't just bring her over to the UK so she can get poisoned by feminism. You know, it's all about strategy, you know, and what, like I said before, brothers should establish themselves in America, in the UK, in Canada, because the currencies in those countries go very far abroad. Have a small business in these countries, get a high paying job, save very well. Don't waste your money on dates for Western women, right? JCar 1980, I'm gonna put you on blast real quick. So, American women have no respect for men unless they have really high status. good point. But even if the guy has really high status, he could still struggle, you know? And how many guys in America are actually high status? We know for a fact that the guys who earn six figures or above in America is 2%, 5%. Look how small that is. So all these women fighting for those guys, they're fighting for 5% of dudes. And that creates the 80-20 rule, where 20% of guys are getting 80% of women. And that's only in the West. Actually, let me speak more about that 80-20 rule. Okay. We've got 29 people right here live. Please hit the like button. Get me up to 30 likes. Right now I'm on 20 likes. If you're new to the stream, hit the like button, please. I want this video to reach many brothers across the globe. If you're new, please hit the like button. Thank you. Hit the like button. So let me carry on. This 80-20 rule, let me break it down, because it is true. There is 20% of men who are sharing the rest of women. Okay. And this rule is only in the West. That's a fact. There is no 80-20 rule in Colombia. There is no 80-20 rule in Morocco. If you are a well-groomed man, you dress well, you speak well, you come across well, you know the woman's language, right? That's enough. They're not asking you to be some 6'8" dude. Nah. And this is why it's important to go for quality women. And it's important to have options. It's important to travel, because the women in your community are not the end all be all. And now, recently, you're seeing an uptick of lifestyle coaches, dating coaches, dudes who are telling you how to get American women, so and so, but they won't tell you how to get foreign women. They won't tell you the game, right? Because the game is just get your passports. You don't need to pay for any dating course. You don't need to spend a lot of time building your Instagram. What's all that about? You got men telling other men, oh, make sure you take pictures of yourselves in Gucci, in Armani, try and rent out a Lamborghini to make sure you look rich, blah, blah, blah. What the hell is that all about? What's that all about? Right? What kind of nonsense is that? You got to take 5 pictures a day in expensive clothes of you going broke, spending $500 on a pair of stupid jeans just to take pictures to impress women, Western women. Come on, guys. You don't need that for foreign women. It's a joke nowadays. How are you going to go broke just to impress a bunch of low-value Western women? That could not be me. That couldn't be me. Nah. I ain't no fool. And if you brothers are watching these channels and being influenced by them, you need to fix up, honestly. Like I said, if things are not working for you in a certain area in your life, change up. Look for ways to fix that. And if it's women, get your passports to meet foreign women. It's as simple as that. Forget about improving your Instagram page, getting a nice car, renting a nice car, actually, just to take pictures. I don't give a damn about that. I don't give a damn about renting some Lamborghini. You must be out your mind. And I damn sure ain't buying no Armani jeans for $500 just to take pictures on Instagram? Are you mad? When I could use that $500 to invest in stocks that will go high in value and actually allow me to travel using the stock money instead. A lot of you dudes are getting ripped off. And I'm seeing it become more popular. These dating coaches, these lifestyle coaches, they're not promoting getting your passports. They're not promoting you meeting foreign women. It's all about do this for American women, do this for American women, do this for Canadian women, do this for English women, blah, blah, blah. And you can get them. Get out of here. Get out of here. That's a joke. They're basically telling you, you gotta step through nails, go through ring fire, fly across the sky, walk on the water just to get a decent Western woman. You must be out your mind. I'm out of here. I got my passport, so I'm good. And that's the problem nowadays. Men saying that something is not working for them and not trying to fix it. It's ridiculous nowadays. Charles Jones, I'm going to put you on screen. Dating coaches won't do it because they know it will drive them out of business and they can't allow that. Well, that's why I'm here, right? Isn't that right, Charles? That's why I'm here, to give you guys game. If these dating coaches won't tell you the truth, I will tell you the truth. I have never paid for a dating coach in my life. I have never paid for a lifestyle coach in my life. I am not a fool because I know how the world runs. And a lot of guys saying you're traveling to meet women who are poor, women who are desperate. When I went to Germany, I didn't meet any poor, desperate women. I met women who were making a lot of money, actually. I met women who were physically fit, took fitness very seriously, took their jobs very seriously, were still feminine, when I came through, actually bought me a drink in the bar. Now, I've told you guys that story before. I was sitting down and then a woman buys me a drink. And that's the first time a woman has ever bought me a drink, right? And she was high paid. She was a high value female. So brothers are not traveling to meet poor, desperate women. They're traveling to meet quality women. There is a difference between quality women and desperate women. We're traveling to meet quality, feminine, cooperative women. You can't control us no more. You can't control us no more. I got my passport. We all have our passports. So either you change for me or I'm traveling. That is a movement for this year. Either you change for me or I'm going to get my passport and I'm going to travel. That's it. We got 41 people right now in the live stream. Hit the like button. Welcome. If you're new to this live stream, I'm International Passport. Please hit the like button. Get me up to 44 likes. Thank you very much. Let me continue. I'm going to put you on screen, Kentis. What's up, my guy? I love the content. What's up, Kentis? Appreciate the support. I make this content for you guys to make sure you guys are aware and get your passports. So let me continue. I'll be opening the phone lines in 5-10 minutes. That is my message to you guys. If you can't get women in your home country, then travel. Don't waste your money on dating coaches. Don't waste your money on lifestyle coaches. Just get your passport and travel. It's as simple as that. There's no cheat game in the West. Just get your passports. And this applies to any area in your life, right? This applies to every area in your life. If something is not working, change up. Don't dig down the rabbit hole to try to make it work, because there's a reason why it's not working. Maybe it's cultural reasons, like in the West, feminism, encouraging women to act more like men. If that's the case, then travel. Use your foreign factor. I've told you guys that American brothers are treated very well abroad. Even though I'm English, I have seen firsthand how foreign women love and adore Black American men. Shout out to James Duke. Absolutely, a lot of these women are liberal women. I found conservative women are more opening to embracing femininity. Facts. That is absolute facts. And actually, let me speak on that, James Duke. I do find that conservative women are more open to femininity. That's very true. Very, very true. Right. And I personally feel like brothers should be more conservative. And I know a lot of brothers might not like what I've just said, but I feel like this liberalism, this being liberal stuff, it's all connected to feminism, right? And I find a lot of liberal women very standoffish, believe in nonsense, all those pronouns and all that stuff. Get out of here with that, you know? A woman is a woman and a man is a man. You can't change your gender. You know, if you do change your gender, it doesn't make you a woman, it doesn't make you a man. That's it. But as I was saying, right, brothers should be more conservative, and brothers should consider dating conservative women. A lot of brothers try to mix up conservatism as being a white thing, that only white people can be conservative. That is not the case. You know, there are many conservative women who like brothers. Black people are more likely to be conservative, especially in Africa, right? And I find that conservative women across the whole race, white, black, Asian, they're more feminine. They're a lot more feminine. Liberal women are a lot more standoffish, believe in anything that's said in the media, don't really think for themselves and break down and critically analyze what the media is feeding them. Conservative women do, which is why they're more feminine, because they see what feminism is, right? It's all about breaking apart the nuclear family and all that nonsense. So if you find a good conservative woman, wife her up. Because there's not too many, in my opinion. And that's one thing. There isn't a lot of conservative women nowadays. It's very hard to find a conservative woman because the pressure, world pressure, media pressure encourages women to be liberal. That's a fact. You know, universities, media, newspapers tell women you must be liberal or you're a bad person. That's true, you know, and which is why women go along with liberalism, even though they don't really believe in it. So, Charles Jones, I'm gonna put you on screen. I'm not conservative at all, but extreme ideologies are insane, and I would rather not deal with either. The left and right wing belong to the same bird. Remember that. Facts. That's true. That is very true. If we're speaking about white liberals and white conservatives, I do believe they have the same agenda, but you know, it's very well hidden. But I agree with that. I'm all about balance. So having a bit of left-wing views and a bit of right-wing views is perfect. For the record, I'm a moderate. Yep, not bad. Yep, I agree with you, Charles Jones. Having balance is very important. The Cisco, the idea of feminism is to destroy the family by destroying and eliminating its patriarch. Men, that is you. Very facts. Facts. Big facts. Which is why you get your passport. This is a Western thing, actually. In Eastern Europe, they're not talking about left versus right. They're all on the same page, right? Nuclear family, look after your children, encourage them to become educated, blah, blah, blah. I'm going to open up the phone lines now. That is my message to you guys. Get your passports. Don't be too worked up on Western women. Don't be too worked up on women in your community, right? Don't be too worked up on dating coaches or lifestyle coaches who are telling you to upgrade your life to get American women. I don't think so. Shout out to Charles Jones. The government in the United States did an excellent job destroying the black nuclear family. 100% facts. I agree with that. All right, guys, call in. Let me put the call-in link in the screen. Boom. Call in, guys. Hit the like button too. We've got 44 people. Can I see 44 likes, please? Give me 44 likes, please. We've got 44 people watching right now. I want to see at least 40 likes, please. Hit the like button, guys. There's 44 people. Give me 44 views. You can call in right now. Anything you want to discuss, let me know. But the phone lines are now open. All right, while I wait for the caller, I'll select who. That's the dude. I'm gonna add you to the call real quick. Give me a second. Selector, how you doing, bro? Long time. How's it going?
Yo, everything's going good. I can't complain, man. You know how it is.
Awesome. Thanks for calling in.
Mm-hmm.
What do you want to speak about today, bro?
Well, just to add to what you were saying about a lot of these dates.
Hold on, bro. Hold on.
Yeah.
Get Abroad TV. There's no number. There's a link you must click on, which is pinned to the chat. If you want to call in, click on that link, and I'll add you to the call. Okay. Carry on, El Selector.
Yeah, like I was saying, just adding on to what you were saying prior about a lot of these dating coaches. The reason why a lot of these dating coaches are saying a lot of that stuff is because majority of them haven't even traveled. They haven't even left America. Let's just be real. A lot of these guys, they haven't left America. A lot of these guys, the furthest place they've gone to in America might have been Atlanta or Miami. So basically, they're just trying to discourage a lot of people. And then on top of that too, it's in their best interest to do that, because when they have guys leaving and going to like Colombia, or guys going to like Brazil, or guys going to Italy or France or wherever they're going around the world, Eastern Europe, etc. These guys lose a lot of money. They lose money when guys start leaving. They lose money. Like prime example, like there's a guy by the name, I don't know if you've seen him, but there's a guy by the name of Alpha Male Strategies. He's been a dating coach for like how many years, but nobody sees any approaches. You don't see any infield. You don't see any of that. But what happens is a lot of these guys are just selling you with the ideas. But the reality is a lot of these guys, themselves, they're not even great, coaches themselves. So don't listen to a lot of these people. You know what I'm saying? A lot of these guys are just here to discourage you and just pull the wool over your head and whatnot. These guys haven't even left the country they're in, so don't even.
That's facts. Also, that is facts. These guys have not left their neighborhood. They're not left their city. They probably haven't even left their own home. So how can you talk about passport brothers going abroad to meet desperate women? We're going abroad to meet quality women. I also like to appreciate that. We got James Duke in the call. What's up, James? What's up, bro?
Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Yeah. What's up?
Yeah, I'm the guy. I've been asking you, like picking your brain on Instagram. Yeah, that's me. My name isn't James. My YouTube
Hey, you
yeah.
got hella questions. You asked like
Yeah,
100
I got a
questions.
lot of questions. Yeah, yeah. No, I'm ready to get out there to travel because American women are just not the move. They aren't. It's so cat and mouse with a lot of women here, and it's just I'm over it, man. I'm not gonna lie to
Hey,
you.
I don't blame you, bro. Same in the UK as well. You know, you message a girl on Hinge or Tinder, she replies back to you 2 days after,
For
or she's
me,
asking some dumb questions.
like what will happen with me is I'll always get the oh, I like your smile, or oh my God, you're so beautiful, whatever, whatever. So what's up? We should hang out sometime. We should get lunch. You know, I've said just about everything you can say. I won't get a reply. I've tried to LOL. What are you doing afterward? It's my best friend. He'll say literally the exact same thing, and he'll fuck me. I could say the same things, and these girls are messaging me first, and and I just I don't know. I really
It's
don't know.
crazy you say that, Frank, because these dating coaches, these lifestyle coaches, they sell these online dating courses telling you how to speak to women, right? And you got a whole bunch of dudes who buy it, right? But they still can't get a woman to meet up with them. So obviously something's not working in the West or in America. Why don't you get your passports? And Frank, you're doing a great service to yourself by getting in touch with me, ask me the right questions to meet foreign women. Are there anything else you want to say in this call, bro?
Um, I think you should make a video detailing what drove you to say, you know what, I'm just done with Western women. I think that'll be a really great video.
Definitely, I'll
But
put down the
yeah,
list.
and also I got one last question. Why
Yeah.
don't you think Croatia is
I think
just as
that would
appealing
be a great
as
video.
Germany and Melbourne?
What was that again? Sorry.
Why isn't Croatia just as appealing to you as far as women as Germany and Vancouver?
Well, Croatia was good when I went there for the hip hop festival, right? A couple years back. Now, I do recommend brothers to go there, but if I would definitely say Germany is better because I find that German women, there's more diversity in Germany, so you can come across a gorgeous black woman, mixed race woman, Asian woman. You won't really see that much in Croatia. It's mostly white women. So if you're a brother who's into white women only, then I would say Croatia. But if you want a good mix of international women, easily
Yeah,
Germany.
Germany.
So I like a mixture of different women. I don't really stick to one race. So that's why I chose Australia and Germany over Croatia.
Okay, cool. I'm definitely gonna hit Vancouver though, but thanks guys. Y'all have
Hey,
a good one.
before you go, James, Vancouver and Montreal.
No problem, man.
El Selector dropped mad game last month about Montreal. They're getting checked on. Brothers are getting checked on heavy in Montreal, and the women there are gorgeous. You're a Black American, you would do very well.
I saw you guys speaking about that earlier. I was watching that a stream you guys did earlier. He was saying that Montreal, if you want to party and things like that, go there. If you want more of a laid back vibe, go to Vancouver. So I'm gonna try Vancouver first, but I'm more of a set kind of guy. I don't like big parties, you know. So I'm gonna try Vancouver first, then Montreal. But definitely gonna check those spots out.
All right, bro. Thanks for joining the call. I'll come at you
No
later on.
problem.
Yeah, I'm gonna put you on mute.
All right.
Thanks, bro. Carlton Banks, what is up, bro?
What's good? I just wanted to real quick make a quick point about this. The reason explain exactly why it is that the Poogies and the Ray Rays and Sharkees why they feel so offensed when the Carltons and the Corneliuses find something better abroad. And see what this has to do with is there is in the black community that we're so obsessed with hierarchies and pyramids, no matter how uh, bizarre they may be. And what we can say is in the black community, in the dating and mating realm, that priorities are upside down and backwards. It's just wrong. And so what happens is when you do have the Carlton, the Cornelius, the Booker type brother, these are the cats that's ignored. But so we're looked at as one of the bottom levels of this pyramid. And these other cats is looked at as greater than us. And so it's offensive to them when we go overseas and we find somebody who appreciates us for who and what we are, and they have this assumption that they can do that too. And no, they cannot do that too. That's the difference. They cannot do that too, because they're not checking for Pookie and Ray Ray over there. You know what I'm saying? Especially the place I like to go to. No, you won't survive over there. And so like I said, this is where they take such an offense to that, because in their head we are beneath them, and for them to have to look at us and say we rise above their station, it's something that just don't compute.
Mm-hmm.
And so they come up with some whack reason as to what we're doing, and they tell themselves they can do the same, and they say that whatever they ad hominem attacks against us they can, but it all goes back. All roads lead to Rome. It's just the fact that you're upset with me because I rose above the station that you seen me at, point blank, period, and you can't do the same.
Yeah, that's facts, Carlton Banks. The reason why they are angry, that I'm gonna put you on mute because background noise. Thanks, bro. The reason why they are angry is because you're not a backup option anymore. So once they're done being smashed by all these hood dudes, they've been used and all that stuff, and then these hood dudes don't wife them up. They're not interested in forming a relationship with them. They come to guys like you. Guys who are not hood, educated, have values. But when they see brothers like you, Carlton, travel, not wasting any time on these treacherous, nonsense, low value women, they get angry because you are no longer their backup option. You've got a foreign woman in your hand, right? You're walking around with her, you're happy, you're smiling, and it angers them, right? They make bad choices, you make great choices. So that's why they get mad. Go on, Carlton. You still there, Carlton?
Yeah. I was just gonna say that. I mean, of course, yeah, I agree with you 100%. But they don't even consider the value that we may have within until they see us with that other woman, and then that starts racing through their head. What is it about him? What is it that I missed? But that's not even the point that I'm talking about. The guys who have something to say about what we're doing. The reason why they're upset is because they can't do what we're doing. And so it bothers. It all goes back, regardless if it's the man or the woman. It all goes back to that whole pyramid thing. They see us as below them on the pyramid, and they cannot stand what we're doing, because that's like you taking bricks from the pyramid, and so the top's got to come down. You know what I'm saying? They can't. It's amazing how much control that they want to have of us. You see what I'm saying? They see that we're looked at as utilities to them. We're supposed, like you said, we're supposed to wife up Sharkeisha once she's had 4 kids by 5 baby daddies. You know what I'm saying? It's just not going down like that.
100% facts. So basically in life, right, there's always people who want to demean you, who want to make you feel lesser than them. And that's the point you're saying there, Carlton, right? So when you're not the person who you can bully around, who you can make fun of, like, I get all the girls in my community, you're a square, you get nothing, you're lame. But when you don't fulfill that criticism, when you go outside of that criticism and get a good looking foreign woman, it angers these men, because they've been, which is why, I have a problem with hip hop, right? Because it gives you an image on how the black man should act. and be like. A brother who just wears a suit, who's educated, is all about, being a high value male, is looked down in the black community, but they uplift these hood, uneducated dudes as the pillar of what a man should be. It messes up how women perceive and see you. So if you don't fit that mold of a hood rapper dude, they're gonna feel like you're lame, right? They may know you have money, but they're gonna be like, oh, he's not for me, he's the lame. So, and that's a problem right there, which is why I encourage those type of brothers like you, Carlton Banks, to get your passports and travel. Don't try and make women in your community like you. If she likes hood dudes only, leave it. How do you feel about that?
Yeah, man. Let's see. I started traveling. I got divorced from my wife I'm going to say about 6 years ago, and almost almost immediately after the separation, I got my passport. You know what I'm saying? And I told myself that I was not going to get involved with another Western woman. I just can't allow that to happen. And the countries I exclude is even larger than the ones y'all will. But that's fine. That's fine. The important thing is that brothers diversify and explore their options to see what's out there. You know what I'm saying? Because it's don't allow Babylon to convince you that your worth is as low as they want you to believe it is. And we see that it's way different elsewhere. But it's very simple to me, man. It's a simple equation. Once you've experienced this, the probability of you going back is just it's slim to none. And I reckon that it's none. I'm gonna say it's less than the 1%. And I'm gonna just keep it real. You know what I'm saying? And the second thing I wanted to point out is the Uber Pro blacks that got something to say about it. They got some issue with it. You know what I'm saying? The in all honesty, I think we are the last bastion. We the last hope, because if there's really going to be any kind of black community built, it's going to have to be done outside Babylon, and so it's going to be it falls on people like myself to go somewhere else and make that happen. You know what I'm saying? The whole idea of us sacrificing everything for the just to stay with the same ethnic group, not even the same race, but the same ethnic group is mind-boggling, because they sit here and they allow these same people to tear down our culture, but we cannot do what we're doing for the sake of the ethnic group, man. It's amazing. It's amazing.
I agree with that. Yeah. I've always said, brothers, that date a woman based on her culture. Like, brothers talking to me, but she's got to be the same race as me, which is perfectly fine. I agree with that. But if you're a conservative, if you're a black conservative and she's a black liberal, you are not going to get together. If you get married, the marriage won't even last long. So it's better off for you to marry another conservative woman, and it doesn't matter what race she is. You need to make sure her family is not racist. She has values, on the same values as you have, of how to raise your children. Don't marry someone because they are the same race as you. Marry them on cultural values. This is why a lot of relationships break down. A conservative and a liberal cannot marry and get along. It won't last forever, which is what these pro-black dudes, men and women, don't understand. Coming back, appreciate your statements. I'll come back to you later on. Jeff Hayes, how you doing, bro? Jeff, how you doing? You still there, Jeff?
Sorry about that, man. Sorry about that. I'm a huge fan, man. I watch a lot of your content, and I live in New York City, and just I don't know what it is about me, but I always felt like I was unique in the sense where women of my race weren't willing to date me. Now I don't know if it's because of my mannerisms or the way how I talk. I've also been called like, like gay and stuff. And it's like when I found your channel, dude, I felt like, yo, I'm not even trying to exaggerate. I felt like somebody fucking, excuse my language, like read my mind and connected it to you. Like, and it's like, yo, man, I understand you so much. I don't know what it is about the black woman and them like having that, not necessarily fetish, but just, urge to be with somebody from a hood background. But, I'm a well-spoken guy. I grew up upper middle class. My family always like took pride in education, and just being successful. But I don't know if like people in my culture think that's lame, but I just never had the best success, and I'd like to talk to you about it.
Yeah. Hey, thanks for finding my channel, bro, and for watching and supporting. Appreciate that. So the problem is hip hop culture and the media. Women have been groomed to go after a certain type of black dude, particularly black American women. So when they grow up, right, they're teenagers, they're in their preteens, and they see a certain type of black dude every day on TV. That's obviously going to influence their minds as to what type of black dude they want. So any black dude who falls outside of that hip hop stereotype, it irks them. You're seen as lame, weak, and I think that's a problem in America. Wouldn't you agree, Jeff?
Absolutely, man. And you know, I have a real, I have big crushes on those Japanese and Filipino women, and I don't know what it is about them, but they embrace so much feminine energy. And I'm not saying you can't get that from a black woman because, in your past videos, you talk about black women residing in Africa. Of course, you can get one in one of those African countries, but it's so far as just trying to find a real feminine black woman, without the feminism and without her thinking that she can dominate you because of her salary. I don't know if you can find it nowadays. Again, I'm not, saying that it's not possible, but it's just something I haven't had the best experience with. Excuse me.
Definitely hit up Africa. Africa has a lot of feminine women, although our selector did tell me that feminism is growing in Africa, but I think that that's a couple years away until it actually poisons the woman's mindset, like in America, in the UK. You have to remember that feminism came in the 70s, and today it's completely changed women. So that's a good 30, 40 years. So if feminism is growing in Africa right now, it would take a couple decades for it to be as bad as America. So if you're looking for a feminine black woman, go to Africa. Let's talk about Japanese Filipino women, because I know for a fact that a lot of brothers do like Japanese women, and of course they're feminine. I've met quite a few here in the UK. They come to study here. I take them out, and they are great to hang out with. They are definitely interested in brothers like you. The thing about Japanese women is that they love educated men, because in Japan, education is taken very, very seriously. So a brother like you, who can speak a little bit of Japanese, who comes across as educated, you will absolutely sweep and do well with Japanese women. Go on, Jeff.
Yes, man. And you know, like I've always had unorthodox activities. Like, I haven't taken a I haven't taken a hot shower in about 3 years. I go to bathhouses. I do a whole bunch of like ancient breathing techniques, and you know, like
Hold on, Jeff. Bruno Monero, you're Brazilian. Can you please call in? Because I want to speak about Brazilian women with you. Please call in, Bruno. Carry on, Jeff.
yes, sir. And yeah, man, like in the Eastern world, like spirituality and finding the God within oneself is heavily practiced out there, and I don't know what it is. Again, this is just me. I'm just only speaking for myself, and I'm around the Asian community and the Asian culture. It's just so tribal based, I'm not saying blacks can't present a form of tribalism, not saying it can happen, but it's like, you need to represent, well, of course for all races, but I'm just talking about the Black community that I'm like familiar with. You have to join a gang, or you have to speak with Ebonics, and a lot of people who look like you also resent you because you're trying to go above and beyond, with your education and just going out to explore different cultures. So when I'm around the Asian community, everything is just so tribal based, and I love my family, but I feel as if sometimes I was born in the wrong family because my family doesn't understand me. They don't understand what I do, but of course I'm not a fan of strangers, but when I'm around those particular strangers, the Asian community, it's like everything that I practice, I could talk to them about the breathing techniques. I don't have to worry about.
Hold on, Jeff. Give me a second. Bruno Monera, to call in, there's a link on the live chat. If you click on that link, you can call in. It's I'll post it in the chat as well. If you click on this link, Bruno, put it in your web browser and call in. I want to speak about Brazilian woman with you. So that's the link right here. I'm going to paste in the chat, Bruno. Please go on this link and add yourself to the call. Carry on, Jeff.
Yeah, I don't have to worry about all of that unnecessary stuff, man. And like when I'm around other strangers, like so particularly Asian communities such as Japanese, Filipinos, sometimes Chinese, Korean, I feel as if my soul, like that was the family, those were the tribes I was supposed to be in, and again, like my whole entire life, people have been calling me like weirdo. Of course, had to fight, whether physically or verbally, for my respect as a man. But forever, I just thought maybe there's just something wrong with me. Like it's New York,
Nah, let
like
me
maybe
tell you
just
this right now, Jeff.
something
Right,
wrong
so
with me, but I can.
Jack
Oh, you.
Hove. Hold on, Jeff. Hold on. So Jack Hove has just said on the chat, you have been around the wrong blacks. Don't be stereotypical among your own community. Facts. So Jeff, right?
No,
Black,
absolutely,
wait,
absolutely.
hold up, bro. So the black community is not a monolith, right? There's going to be some ignorant black people who are going to say F education, books are boring, don't do that, right? And I get what you're saying about how Asian women, you understand them more. And a lot of brothers have told me that too. But not all black people think like that and try and get amongst like-minded black people. And of course, date Japanese women. Carry on, bro.
No, absolutely, man. And like I understand that my subjective interpretation of how the world operates definitely is an objective, right? And Jack Hope, you pointed out a great point. With just me having to take responsibility as a man to expand my horizons and be around people who look like me, but also we can share some of the same hobbies and have a sense of familiarity with habits, but I just really care about a feminine woman who's going to give me the respect that I deserve as a man. But of course, you have to show the respect as well. Show the respect that she deserves as well. And also someone that just respects me. But of course, as a man, you have to earn that respect with living up to the responsibilities. And I also just want a woman, I don't have to take out to these 5-star restaurants for approval. As long as she's sexually attracted to me. Oh yeah, in that video you posted about fetishizing, and that's I try to explain that to people so much. But again, just want to talk about not being able to relate because they just don't get it. Like, yes, the sexual attraction has to come first because image is what the world revolves around. So if I'm not sexually attracted to the woman, it doesn't really matter what race she represents. I can't have sex with her. I can't know her for her good personality. She needs to have the sexual attraction. Then I'll get to know who she is. And that's how she views me.
Definitely. Yeah, I agree with that. Guys, please hit the like button. We've got 58 people watching this live stream. Every brother on the panel is dropping game. Jeff Hayes is speaking about his experiences with the black community and how Asian women give him the respect he deserves. Please hit that like button. Thank you very much. Jeff, I'm going to come back to you later on. Thank you for calling. Put yourself on mute and I'll come back to you, mate. All right, thanks, mate. We have Bruno Monera, my Brazilian brother. How you doing, bro?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, Bruno. How you doing?
I'm doing well. Well, man.
Also, carry on. Sorry.
I was born here in Brazil, and Brazil is known as a great option to foreign men. But my experience is very similar to yours as well.
Oh, okay.
I'm an educated black man, and Brazil is like following the culture of the United States at a slower pace, but catching up day by day. So Brazilian women, especially black Brazilian women, tend to be looking for men that are not exactly our profile, if I can put that way. But I'm a model here, a male model here, and I have access to a lot of women from different racial backgrounds. And I found out that I have amazing success with white women from the South, Rio Grande do Sul. And I thought, wow, black women will not give me the time of day, but white women seem to appreciate me. And it's a very true phenomenon. And the first woman that ever complimented me on my looks, it was a white woman, Germany, Russia descendant, something like that.
Yeah, hold on, Bruno. I told you guys about Germany. I told you, brothers, about German women. They love brothers. I told you guys about Germany. Bruno Monero is proving my point.
They definitely
German
do.
women just love brothers all around the world. So, Bruno, are you in Rio de Janeiro at the moment? Or
No. I'm in Salvador, Bahia.
oh, I see. Okay, and you're a model in Brazil.
Yes,
Okay, so you're saying that you get more play from white Brazilian women than black Brazilian women. Is that true?
definitely.
Okay, and you're saying that black Brazilian women are following the mannerisms and the culture from black American women. Is that true as well?
Well, unfortunately here, what happened is Brazil is following at a slower pace. If you want to know what will happen in Brazil, you just have to look at the media, let's say American media, and it is catching up with the trend slower day by day. So women in Brazil are becoming increasingly poisoned with feminism and stuff like that. There is still a level of femininity, a level of innocence, but I would say it is ending up. It is ending.
Oh, wow. Okay. Tell us your experience with Asian Brazilian women, because I know for a fact there's a lot of Japanese women in Brazil. Are they checking for brothers there in Brazil, in your experience?
Well, my experience with Asian women is very limited. It's not very broad, because here in Salvador, we have a very, very small community of Korean girls, Chinese girls, Japanese girls. I would say that I had a little experience with Filipino girls as well. It was like when I was a teenager. And
Okay.
but it's not very, I cannot speak on that subject.
Okay, speak to us more about white Brazilian women, because you said it was a German Russian woman that gave you a lot of play. So I know in Brazil there is a lot of white Brazilian women, but they're all from different European countries. Are there specific groups of white Brazilian women from European countries specifically that like brothers a lot in Brazil?
I will tell you this. In the South, if you go to Florianópolis, Santa Catarina,
Bruno,
Julius,
do you mind typing that up in the chat for everyone as well while you say it, so we can search it up as well, please?
I'll try, because my screen is like white. The browser is like some issue with the browser, but I will type it out for you.
Hold on, Bruno. I've just had 50 likes on my live stream and it's gone down to 40. So either people have stopped liking my video or YouTube has removed 10 likes. Is that usual, guys? I don't know how it's gone down from 50 to 40. Can you please hit the like button, please? We've got 62 people on this live stream. Please hit the like button. I just had 50 and it went down to 40. I don't know why that happened, but please hit the like button. Carry on, Bruno.
I just typed some names of places that you find, like white Brazilian women, and Mato Grosso do Sul as well. I'll type that. And the first girl that she was into me. I was with a brother from Haiti. He traveled here for modeling work, and I was in the hostel with him. And there was a lot of women, a lot of girls there, and they were super friendly with me. They demonstrated interest in me. They paid me drinks, even though I don't drink, but I somehow found that it would be a fun experience to drink. On that occasion, especially the phenomenon of women paying me drinks, I have never experienced that. And there was Argentinian, some type of thing like that. And there were two German girls. One, I had experience with her. I had sexual relations with her with some time. And they were also very friendly with me, very, very forward, if I can say that. So that's,
wow.
Yeah.
So those German girls, where were they from Germany? Were they from Berlin, Hamburg, or?
No, I don't think they were from Germany. They came from Germany here. I think they're descendants of German.
I see. Interesting. So for brothers in this call right now, Bruno, you're saying that white Brazilian women are checking heavy for brothers in the south of Brazil. Is that correct?
Yes, I would say that. And Anderson just typed that, agreeing with me, because Brazilian women will not interact sexually or otherwise. If you are a man that is looking for a relationship to build a family with a black woman, as a Brazilian black man, you have a hard time, because they are absolutely infested with feminism here. And they tend to believe, or they tend to think, that either black men are kind of a lower class male in Brazil, or if you are educated, if you're a man of that speaks different languages as I speak, that if you are a man of culture, you are lame, or you are not the swagger type that they see in footballers or singers or rappers. Or the rap is here a really, really great phenomenon as well. So if you're not the thug type, if you're not the man that will put grills in your teeth, or that will walk around in chains in your neck, you have a hard time with black Brazilian women.
Okay, but, is that all? Oh, sorry, carry on.
But I do recognize that for a man like you, for example, that is a foreigner, black Brazilian women, for sex, if anything, are still a great option. There's a level of femininity that you can that you can find here.
Okay, so you're saying that Black Brazilian women across the whole of Brazil are more feminist than white Brazilian women?
Definitely, definitely,
Uh,
definitely.
wow. Wow. That's game for you brothers right there. A lot of you brothers who want a black woman from Brazil, you need to consider that right now. You know, feminism apparently is big amongst Black Brazilian women. Go to Africa. Hey, Bruno, thanks for that. Do you have any other good intel for Black American men and Black Englishmen like me when coming to Brazil? Like, where are the best places to meet gorgeous Brazilian women that actually go for brothers? You know, not low value, high value women. Speaking
Yeah.
of that, Bruno, yeah, go on.
Well, I would say that here in Brazil, we have a lot of street parties. Well, we used to have that because of the pandemic. We are now deprived of those freedoms.
Pandemic, hey, please, no conspiracy theorists here. Please, not my channel, please. Although I may agree with you, or people may do, but YouTube is very dodgy. So please keep it PG. But carry on.
Okay, of course, we are deprived of those freedoms in these times. But if you go to the beaches, of course, we have here in Salvador a lot of beaches. You have Praia da Barra, Farol da Barra, and you find dime women, some of them foreign. I have met women from Denmark, from Sweden on the beaches, like around carnival time. But you will also find dime Brazilian women in the beaches. And if you're a foreigner and you make an effort to speak some basic Portuguese, they may have fun with you. They will be very forward with you. They may pay you one or two drinks and take you to meet their friends to have some fun with you. So you can carry on by that, just by being yourself.
Thank you for the intel, Bruno. How's the STD, STI rates in Brazil? Because I know a lot of men from foreign countries travel there. So I want everyone in this call to be wary of STDs, STIs with these women abroad. Is it high? What do you recommend we should do to avoid women who are infected with some nasty stuff?
Well, that is really not my. I wouldn't be just more cautious of that than I would be in America, especially in the Black communities in America that are rampant with some of those things. But in my experience, I would not be overly cautious about that, because if you are a man that takes care of yourself, that observes the precautions, the natural precautions of sexual interaction with women, either in America or in Russia, anywhere, you should be fine. It's not a grave concern to you.
Awesome. Thanks for the intel, Moreira. Please stay on the call. I'll come back to you.
Yeah.
In the meantime, Bruno, can you please follow me on Instagram? I want to speak to you more about Brazil and any other countries you've been to, and we might do a live stream together in the near future. So my Instagram is on my YouTube page. So if you go into one of my videos, click on the description box, click on my Instagram link, follow me, and I'll reply back to your message. Can you do that now, please?
I am already following you. You saw Black Wolf Crypto. That's me.
Send me a message, please. Send me a message.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to put you on mute now, okay? All right, thank you.
Okay.
Charles Jones, what's up, bro?
How you doing, man? I was just listening to Bruno there. Hey, Bruno, como vai você?
I think he's off. He's probably gone somewhere. But
Yeah,
Charles,
I was actually wanting to talk to Bruno, bro. But how you doing, man?
hey, not too bad, not too bad. I'm sure Bruno's gonna come back later on. In the meantime, do you have any questions regarding the stream topic or anything else?
For Bruno, yeah. I'm gonna jump off because I really wanted to talk to him.
Right, put yourself on mute, and I'll get in touch with Bruno to hit you up. Okay.
All right.
All right, guys, hit the like button, please. If you're new to the stream, hit the like button. Hit the like button, please. Call in if you're watching right now. I have one more space on the live stream, so call in. Any questions you have, call in right now. The link is right here. I'm gonna put it on the live stream chat. Call in right now if you have any questions. I will be logging off very soon, so call in right now. El Selector, come back to you. Do you have any more questions, El Selector?
Yeah, I just had one. I just wanted to say one thing. Yeah, just for guys out there, like a lot of these dating coaches that basically you have to understand, like I said earlier, their main priority is to sell you a product. You get where I'm coming from? It's like a car salesman. If you know, sometimes in some places you'll have like 10 different car salesmen on like one street, and then you'll be like, oh, I got a deal across town. They'll be like, oh no, don't go across town. Their cars aren't good. So basically that's all these guys are doing. So they're just trying to discourage you. They want you to not take your money and go overseas, and they want you to use your money on them and their services and whatnot. So don't let these guys, you know what I mean, discourage you from traveling and whatnot. Make sure you know, use your passport. It's there. It's at your disposal. You're on planet Earth. So, you know, just because you're on planet Earth alone, that's enough for you to be able to go different places on this planet. You don't have to be confined to Atlanta or wherever, you know what I mean, your projects or wherever you're from. You see what I'm saying? Or your neighborhood or your suburbs or wherever. So don't let these guys discourage you, and use your passport and enjoy it. I mean, you're on planet Earth, you know what I mean? You're out here, you're living.
That's what's up. Very good, wise words from El Selector. The brother's traveled as well. The brother here told me the important intel on Montreal. So this brother knows a lot about Canada. Hit him up on Instagram if you need to. Appreciate the talk, El Selector. I'll come back to you later on. J Khan 1980. What's up, bro?
Hey, how's it going? Quick question. I don't know if you've ever been to Poland before, but I mean, I don't like to necessarily just go by secondhand knowledge and information to scare people away from a certain country. But I mean, I've heard some black men go to Poland and they haven't had real issues with racism. Or do you know anything about that? Or have you been there? Would you, from what? Because you're in Europe, obviously.
Mhm.
Would you know of any kind of info about going there, or maybe it's kind of a vague?
I've not been to Poland before, but I've met a lot of Polish women in the UK. I will say that there are a lot of good-looking Polish women. I've met them personally. They were kind, didn't really experience any sort of adversary feelings from them. In terms of going to Poland, I would say go with someone, because I heard it can be a bit iffy, could be racist, could be dangerous. So go in a group just in case. But I've not been to Poland before, but I've met Polish women.
And one last question about Croatia. You said you went during like some kind of a musical festival, right?
Croatia, yes.
Okay. Did you go to Zagreb or did you go to Split or...
So it was the Fresh Island Music Festival, which I believe was in, give me a second, where was that again? Fresh Island. So that would have been in Novalja. It's a beach I went to.
Oh, okay.
It's a hip hop festival.
I think it was. Did you show footage of that? I don't know if you're the one master. I don't want to put people's names out there. But it was you or another YouTuber that had footage of people, the festival, and had these people dancing and such. Was that you?
No, that wasn't me. No, my
Okay.
footage would have been very explicit. So,
Oh, okay. Yeah, this wasn't, well, obviously YouTube. It wasn't anything like that, but yeah, it was. I'm surprised of how the people looked, and the whole setup was just a bunch of black. Well, you were there, so y'all need to tell you anything. But
yeah, it was live. Very good, very live. You got Croatian women who are there to meet brothers. You got women from London who are there to have a great time. So if you're an American brother and you want to meet English women, that's a spot as well to meet English women. Apart from London itself, you can also meet Croatian women. You can also meet women from Sweden, from Portugal. There's quite a few there as well. So it's going to be coming up in July this year if the vaccines are administered out quickly.
yeah.
So it could be a spot for you to go to.
Okay. One of the things I've been kind of hemming and hawing about going back to the UK, because from what I've heard from you and other British guys, that it's the same as the United States, but like USA is like a 10 and the UK may be like a 7. I don't know, in terms of the behavior and the feminism and all that. Like me with like the potentially for Americans going back to traveling this summer, would you think like fitting in a British trip would be a waste as opposed to going to mainland Europe?
I would say, I think summertime this year is going to be very good because people have been at home. Guess what? We've had one of the strictest lockdown
Yeah, they got you guys.
rules in the UK and across Europe and the world. So people are ready to go outside. So July, August could be a summer of just girls are out wearing dresses, all that stuff. So it'll be a great vibe for American brothers to see. So I'd say, yeah, come down here during the summertime if you have time.
Oh, okay. All right. Thanks, man. I appreciate your time.
No worries, bro. Put yourself on mute and I'll come back to you later on. Let's go back to Jeff Hayes. Any more questions, brother?
Yeah, man. I don't really have much to say. However, I'm just glad I came across this channel and like forever, man. I just always felt like, I was a social like outcast, and it's like it's just amazing to see that you have other people who think like you and want to see you prosper, man. Like I always had to fight for the respect, like from when I was a kid, because I was different, because I like different women. It's just I always had to fight for it verbally, physically. So it's like, and I know that there's like a permanent escape from like what I've been seeing. It makes me feel really great, man.
Hey, happy that this channel is helping you out and making you and encouraging you to get your passport. I do feel like a Japanese woman will be great for you, Jeff, because they go for educated men. They think quite differently from American women. They're not going to ask you for 6 figures, own 5 houses, drive a Mercedes S series, all that nonsense. You just have to be respectful. If you know a bit of a language, even more great. So I feel like Asian women could be, your lane, particularly Japanese and Korean. Chinese, nah, definitely not. Maybe Filipino women, even Vietnamese women. I think you might do great with them. So when you get your passports, definitely consider traveling to Japan. So I had a live stream a couple of weeks ago with a guy who lived in Japan, and he said Osaka is a good spot for brothers. So definitely check out Osaka, and I think you will do very well there as an American brother. What do you think?
Absolutely, man. Even earlier today, there's this new katsu style restaurant that opened near my house, and I just wanted to support the Japanese culture, but I also own an independent oatmeal business. For anyone that's watching, if you want to subscribe to my Instagram page to see the oatmeal that I make and give out as samples, follow at ZACHS.PORRIDGES, Zax.Porges. And I gave one of the porridges to one of the women side of the Japanese restaurant. one of the guys. And like when I first came up with the concept or idea, everyone laughed at me, and it's like I don't want to resort to like, them physically, because I know I could fuck all of them up in a fight, but it's like I want to use like the anger that I've received, but to like make millions of dollars, like instead of me being inside of a jail cell because I, fuck somebody up over laughing at me, which I'm capable of doing, but it's not necessary.
Definitely, stay doing what you're doing. Go out there, get your passport, and meet the girl of your dreams. Come back to you, Jeff Hayes. Put yourself on mute. D, what's up?
Hey, what's up, man? How you been?
Not bad. What's your question?
What's the subject about today?
So read the title of the stream.
Oh yeah. Why brothers should get their passport. Yeah. I think everybody should get their passport. I think I'll tell you that that's right. Like, look, I even have my passport here. It's the U.S. passport.
Yeah, that's what's up.
Yeah, so I have my passport. And I just recently came from a travel. I came from France, but I only spent like a few days in France. And I also went to Mali, West Africa.
Okay. What was your experiences in those countries for women specifically? How did the French women treat you there in France?
Well, the French women, they were very, very, very nice to me. Maybe because I'm an American, maybe that's why. But I had a great experience in France. And in Mali, it was also great too. It was great. Mali was a nice country to visit. Yeah, and the women there are very, I would say, especially Mali, they're very feminine, right? Traditional woman, feminine. Yeah, they're really cool. Nice.
I want to pick your brains regarding France. So, in terms of how they treated you, tell me more about the demographics of women that gave you more play, that were interested in you personally. Was it black? Was it white? Was it Arab? Do you want to speak on that a bit, please?
It was, yes, I only spent like a few days, so it was more like less than a week. But the woman that showed most interest was for me it was black and Arab, right? I did come to see a white woman there too, and they were also like very nice, but but the environment that I was at was mostly black and Arab. And yeah, and I think I think it's because I'm American. It's why they kind of gravitated toward me, you know. But they were really, like in general really nice compared to the Americans, in my opinion.
Okay, the Arab women, were they good looking?
Yes, I can confirm that. Yes, they were good looking.
I think they're mostly from Morocco and Algeria, right?
Yep.
Awesome. Did you see a lot of Arab women with brothers in France?
Yes. From where I was, yes, I definitely did see some of them with brothers. But there were some that also had like that stuck with their own people. But the thing is about Arab women specifically, I think that maybe their families or their parents usually might frown upon them leaving, you know, outside their race, right? And I think it's more of a cultural thing because they're really religious, like Muslim. So they don't want like their daughters going out marrying, Christian guy or anybody else like that. They usually want to like stay really conservative, from my experience. Hello? Hello?
All right, bro. What about
Hello? I think my mic is.
can you
Hello?
hear me?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. I think it went mute for a little bit.
So in terms of the black women there in France, how did they treat you there specifically?
They treat me very nice. The black women I encountered, most of them were African black women from like Senegal and Mali, and they treated me very. I would say they treated me very fair, very nice. Again, I think most of the females in general were probably gravitated towards me because I'm an American, so they really just want to be around me because at least what I think, I'm an American. That's why. But in general, I had a good time with all of them, all females. But
That's
again, I was only there for like a few days, so it's not like I can't really give like a whole like a broader perspective. So, but I could just go by my experience for those few days. That's all.
awesome, awesome.
Yeah.
Okay, can you hit me up on Instagram? DM me. I want to speak more about you regarding France. If that's okay
Okay.
with you. So
Yeah.
hit me up on Instagram.
Yeah. Mhm.
Awesome, awesome. Speaker, what about Mali? So you said the women there were feminine. Would
Mhm.
you say they are wifeable? So let's say a black American brother went to Mali, could he find a wife there?
Yes, he can definitely find a wife there. But most women there are traditionally Muslim, so if a brother is Muslim, I think they have a higher chance of getting a wife over there. Um, yeah, like culture is like really a big thing out there in Mali.
Awesome, awesome. All
Yeah,
right, thanks for that intel, D. Hit me up on Instagram.
yeah.
That'd be fantastic. Put
Mhm.
yourself on mute. Sai Chi. What is up,
Alright.
bro?
Listen. We need to have a conversation. I literally like last minute hopped my phone and I was on the YouTube app in my bed and I saw you had a live stream. I was like, hold on, let me hop on this real quick. All right, look, international passport. I need to thank you personally because since like the last it's been like 2 or 3 weeks since you did a live stream. I decided to conduct a little experiment. So the title of your live stream actually fits exactly what I'm going to say. So me being in America, right? I decided to hop on Tinder and I wanted to do a little experiment to see if like all the stuff that you say is true. And I was honestly so surprised and I was so shook. So basically what I did is I did a little experiment where I just did, like Tinder Plus, right? Which is $5, unlimited swipes as much as you want, whatever. So I just did it in a variety of countries. And it was so fascinating because when I did it in Massachusetts, which is where I'm from, right? I'm sure you guys here can probably tell by the way I talk. The results basically, long story, sucked. The only girls that were like swiping right on me and would match me, and I lowered the standards because I wanted to see what girls I could get in my state. The only girls that would swipe right on me would match me were either girls whose faces were clearly uglier than mine or girls who were obese. That's all I was getting, okay? And I say this as someone I'm not short. I'm 6'1". I'm in the gym 3 to 5 times a week. I'm in shape. I take care of myself. My body fat's nice and low. You can see my jawline. But look, when I all of a sudden switched it outside the country, okay, I did Mexico and Peru first, right? All of a sudden, I'm getting a good amount of matches. And I'm looking at the girls I matched. And I'm like, all right, like, they're attractive. Okay, I'm getting some play here. This is great. Then I switched it to Germany, okay? All of a sudden I can get my face match to like me back, right? And actually talk to me. Everything's going good, trying to FaceTime and whatnot, even though I'm on the other side of the planet. I'm like, all right. Then I switched it to Ukraine, right? And Russia. All of a sudden, these girls are slim, they're in shape, they're feminine. I'm not seeing like pink, purple, red hair, septum piercings, tattoos all over the place, feminists, none of that. No, none of that. Like, they look like women, dude. It was so amazing. It was like, what? Like, this is on the other side of the planet, and dudes are just in America settling for what? Putting in so much more work and ethic for like something that doesn't even give them any value in return. Then the big one for me was I did Norway. Like, I'm not seeing any obesity. Like the girls that are matching me, not only are they like genetically around my level in terms of attractiveness, like as far as like our faces and whatnot, but like I'm going on their Instagrams and whatnot. They're taking photos in the gym. They're in shape like that. They're outside. They're cycling and everything. And I'm just like, I can't get this in America. If they were American girls, they would not swipe right on me. They'd ignore me. I'm not good enough. But out there, it's like, wait a minute, what? I could get you? All I have to do is get a passport and move, and all of a sudden, this is what I could be dating. This is what I could get. You were so right. It's not even funny. And finally, I got a preview just from using Tinder. I could see it with my own eyes. Like, that is what I could be getting right now. It blew my mind. But I had to come in real quick just to let you know. I just had to say thank you, bro. I appreciate it. Thank you for all the stuff that you do. Truly, truly. Because my jaw dropped when I started seeing the matches coming through.
Hey, no worries, man. And you know, it's free for me. You don't have to pay for intel, man. I want to see brothers go out there to meet dime woman. But I've told you guys, I've been telling you guys for a couple years now, like, I've been enjoying foreign women all around the world. I make sure I work hard in my home country. Then I travel to meet feminine dime women. Sai has just confirmed my findings. So in Germany, Sai, what city did you place your cursor to?
I put it right in Berlin, just right in the capital.
Yep. Multinational. When I was in Berlin, right, the mixed race chicks there are off the charts. Oh my goodness. I love Germany. Germany is a country where if you cannot get a decent looking woman there and you are Black American, you need to reevaluate your life.
I dead ass agree. Like, after what I've seen, I completely agree. 100%.
You need to reevaluate your life, because you don't need to be the guys that American women want you to be. 6'8", 6 figures, blah blah blah. Just dress moderately, speak well, make your intentions known, tell her she's good looking and I'm happy to meet you. And it's that easy. There's no jumping through hoops, walking through the water, all that nonsense, right? Tell me more about Russia. What was it, Moscow you placed your cursor to?
Yes, actually, it was.
I've heard good things about Moscow. People say it's racist there, but you know, based on what I've seen, there's a lot of women there in Russia that are fiending for brothers.
So here's the thing that I find so funny about that, and it's funny you said that, and this is one of the reasons why Russia was one of the countries that I chose. Excuse me, I got a hiccup. So the thing is, I kind of like was doing research on Eastern Europe as well, and this is why I tried Ukraine as well as Russia. I typed in just like, you know, Black men in Russia. This channel came up. And it was basically this, I guess, this like Russian woman who owns the channel, and like she just happens to be like married to like a Black American guy, whatever, no big deal. So I go on the channel, and she actually has a video where she's like going around like some kind of park, and she's like asking other like Russian women like in their little native language, you know, and obviously there's subtitles. She's like, you know, like, would you ever go for like, you know, would you ever go for like a Black guy, right? And these women in the park, you know, they're all just saying things like, oh yeah, like skin color doesn't matter. Like if I like the guy, it works, you know, like I don't have a problem with it. It doesn't bother me. You know, yeah, I totally would. Yeah, I've seen Black guys that I find attractive in like the media or on TV or whatever. I'd be interested as long as he's like a good guy. He treats me well, my family likes him, etc. I think there was like one girl in the video that said that she wouldn't, but it was because of cultural reasons, and specifically her family wants to be with not even another European, but a Russian guy specifically. But what I found so funny is when you go in the comment section, you would see all these like European men that would be making all these like racist comments like, oh, they're only saying that just because the fact they want to seem nice. They don't want to seem racist on camera. They don't want to like, you know, they want to be politically correct. Oh, they're just saying that because they want to put up a front and they don't want to come off a certain type of way. It's like, all right, let me test this, right? Set my Tinder to Russia. All of a sudden, you know, that little noise that Tinder makes when you get a match. I'm just like, so obviously, like they say one thing, but when I set my Tinder there, it's a completely different story. Now, obviously, not every girl is going to be interested, but it's like, I believe kind of like what you always say, like if you're a Black dude, you got your ish together, got a little job going for you, right? Clean cut, you're in shape. You should be able to, you should be fine. You can definitely get something out there for sure, based on what I saw.
Definitely. Minimum 7.57, no less than 7 if you follow my guidelines as to how to be a well-cut, clean-cut Black dude. Dress well, speak properly, make your intentions known, emphasize that you are American, because women all around the world love Americans, and you should do completely fine. So yeah, good job for doing that Tinder test, Side G. You just confirmed what I've been saying, and everyone on the call, do that too. You know, try and get a taste of how it will feel to travel. And since everyone is at home due to the virus, a lot of women they can't wait to get out there. So traveling this year is going to be a blast, right? Doesn't matter wherever country you travel to, women will be flocking to you. They can't wait to get out there and meet clean cut brothers. This is probably going to be the best year for traveling in a long time, in a very long time. So appreciate that intel, Side Chi. I'll come at you afterwards. Right now, Zay Double Edge. What's up, bro?
Hey, what up, man?
What up, dude? What up, dude? How you doing? How'd you find my channel, by the way?
I'm doing fine, man. I mean, I was Googling around and you know what I'm saying? I stumbled upon your channel. And yeah, I definitely did that Tinder thing. I did that a long time ago. Get what I'm saying? I'm a dating coach also, just putting that out there. But yeah, I did that a long time ago. And why you laughing?
No, we are against dating coaches, those lifestyle coaches, man. You guys are just scamming a lot of these brothers out here, man. You got to tell brothers to get their passports, you know, and everything will be fine. You know,
I ain't scamming nobody. But I'm going out the country right now. You know what I'm saying? I'm about to go to Ethiopia. You feel me? So
oh,
I'm going to Ethiopia and I'm actually living there. You get what I'm saying? And
awesome.
like I said, I did the Tinder thing a long time ago. And I was just like, man, you feel me? Like I can get an American woman here to submit. You know, I can get an American woman here, no problem. But the process that it takes for me to do that is much more harder than it is to go over there and do that. You get what I'm saying? Like, and then on top of that, like you got these fat. You can cuss on here, right? No, I don't want to cuss on nothing. You know what I'm saying?
No, don't cuss. Nah.
Okay, you got these fat.
PG.
Okay, you got these fat women and these overweight women who don't bring anything to the table. You know what I'm saying? They want you to have this, that. You get what I'm saying? And then I'm looking at these women on the continent. You know what I'm saying? That's my color, who don't act like none of these women, who's very feminine. You know what I'm saying? It's like a woman over there knows if she's a 6. A woman here, she don't know if she's a 5 or a 4 or whatever. They over there, they know what they are. You get what I'm saying? And they still more feminine. You feel what I'm saying? So it's just crazy. So yeah, I'm over there. I'm moving over there. I should be over there Tuesday, and I'm gonna probably be.
Are you in Ethiopia right now?
No, not right now. I'm at a hotel right now. So.
Okay. So where are you from? Were you born in America?
Yeah, I'm from New York.
Okay, I see. And you're going to Ethiopia. Why is that actually?
To be honest, it's just a lot of reasons. You know, one reason is just, I just want to know what it feel like not to be called a black man. You know what I'm saying? Black American. You know, just not being called that anymore. I don't even want to be considered any of that. So that's one aspect over there. The other aspect, man, is I'm not gonna say I've never seen what a feminine black woman look like. I've never seen it in groups or on a majority level. You get what I'm saying? Like I've met feminine black women here, but it's like winning the lottery when you meet one in America. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, I can get a woman here to do that, but the effort that it takes it's just way too much for what I'm getting. You get what I'm saying?
Definitely. So are you okay? No, you explained that pretty well. In terms of actually, where have you traveled to actually? You know, since you said what countries have you actually been to?
I mean, I've been to Canada. I've been to Bahamas. It's my first real time like going like, real far. You get what I'm saying? So
and where in Canada did you go to?
I've been to Toronto. I've been to St. Catharines. I've been to Ontario. So Canada's nice. I've loved Canada. Like it's better than America. Like I can do a Canadian girl over an American girl. Like they're a little bit more different than these women. Now they still got that that West ideology, but to me, they were different.
Have you been to either Vancouver or Montreal?
Vancouver? Nope. Never been over there.
Okay. So based on my intel and intel from El Selector, Vancouver and Montreal is a hotspot for brothers. If you've seen my videos regarding that, since you're a Black American dude, you will do very, very, very well there. But apart from that, do you have any questions for me at all?
Have you been to Ethiopia or anything, like anywhere in Africa?
Morocco.
Morocco. How was that? How was that experience?
It was dope. The women there are gorgeous, feminine, family orientated, and if you're a brother who speaks French or Arabic and you're Muslim, you can get a pretty nice Moroccan wife. So that's a message for you brothers out there. Yeah.
Okay. All right, man. Yeah, that's all. I just wanted to come on here and talk a little bit.
Awesome. Thanks for calling, Zay Double Edge. Let me know how Ethiopia goes. If you can DM me on Instagram, we'll do a live stream about Ethiopia for intel stuff.
All right, I got you. Definitely. All right.
Awesome, bro. Speak to you soon.
Yeah.
All right, let me see what I can roll up to. Let me add D back to the stream, put him on mute. Bruno Moreira, you still there?
Hello.
No, he's still on mute. Carry on. What's up, D? You right?
Yeah, I'm okay.
Do you have any more questions?
My question is, so for sure this year, it's looking like it might be safe to travel this year, right? 2021?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Yeah, so I do plan on traveling to I guess to like Dominican Republic, Puerto Rico if I can, South America basically, or the Caribbeans. Yeah, pretty much wherever I could get, whatever I could do to get out of New York, that'll be good for me, because I'm tired of these, like the other guys say, these fat man whale feminists that's make you jump through 10 hoops just to say, I'm tired of that. Really, I am.
Yeah, a lot of brothers in this call are tired of that, which is why we encourage you guys to get your passports, man. Don't try and change yourself for any woman. Don't try and force things. Just get your passports, which is the whole point of this live stream.
Right.
If you can't get a Western woman to cooperate with you and be feminine for you, get your passports to go out there and meet feminine foreign women.
Right. And I
anything
do.
else?
Oh yeah.
Carry on.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
I do have to say, what that other guy said about the Russian ladies, it's true, because like I've encountered I've encountered a Russian lady through Tinder, and she added me on Instagram, and she was actually very nice, fit, feminine, and everything. The only thing was she was a bit too political, but she was still like very nice person, really.
A bit too political. How? Like pro Putin? Like
she was very like political minded, meaning she was very right leaning minded in politics.
Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
That means she's more likely to be feminine, more likely to be family orientated than liberal woman.
Of course, yeah. I mean, I don't have anything against her political ideology. It was just more about, it just kind of shook me a little bit, because I thought, oh wow, like you're into politics, that's cool. Yeah, but and there was this other Russian lady that I met on Discord, because sometimes I am on Discord, and I'm in this group, and then there's this Russian girl, and she was again very nice, fit, and feminine, and yeah, she's just a really nice person overall. Like we often talk about like life, and she's even teaching me like Russian too. So I thought that was like pretty awesome. Yeah. So far, and I'm also teaching her French a little bit, and also improving her English. So again, Russian girls are nice.
Yeah. Hey, thanks for that intel, man. So right now, guys, I'm on Hinge and looking through a good-looking woman, but unfortunately, she's from the UK, so gonna have to be a pass. I'm foreign woman only, man. Foreign woman only. Thanks for that, D. Who else is on the call. Bruno Moreira. You there, Bruno?
Yeah, man, I'm here.
Yeah, please hit me up on Instagram. Have you found me? Can you just write a comment on one of my posts?
I just did that. In your pinned post, I just comment there.
On my Instagram.
No, I have no Instagram.
Do you have Instagram at all or no?
No.
Are you on Twitter?
Yes.
So let me put my Twitter on the chat. If you can just DM me on Twitter, we need to talk heavy about Brazil. Because you just told me a lot of intel about Brazil regarding Brazilian women, and brothers need that. A lot of brothers love Brazil. So let me put my Twitter page on the chat, and please get in touch with me. Give me a second.
I'm trying to send you a DM, but for some reason, I can't.
All right, hold up. Yeah, hold up. Let me get my Instagram account. My Twitter account, sorry. So I'm going to post around the live stream. If you can please DM me ASAP. We need to talk heavy about Brazil. So here you go. That's my Twitter, yeah? Can you see it?
Yes,
Bruno,
I'm on the, yeah.
All right, awesome. All right, DM me, follow me and DM me on Twitter, yeah?
I'm trying to DM you, but I can't. There's a message there that I can't DM you. I don't know if it's closed or anything, but.
What, on Twitter or on Instagram?
Twitter.
What about, okay, can you tweet at me? So if you tweet something at me, so tweet something at my account, and
Okay.
I'll DM you, yeah? That
Yeah.
should work. Okay. I'll come back to you later on.
Okay.
Let's see. El Selector, you still there, bro?
Yeah, I'm here still. I'm just lounging right now.
Awesome. Do you have any last? Actually, before I say that, guys, please hit the like button. If you're new to the stream, please hit the like button. If you've just joined and you want to speak about anything, call up on the link right now. I will post it on the live stream. I'm going to close the stream in 10-20 minutes. So if you call up right now to ask me any questions, do it right now. So in the meantime, do you have any last questions or anything?
Yeah.
That's all.
Yeah. I just wanted to know, the guy who called in, he said he was a dating coach, right? Is he still there?
Oh no, he left. He ducked out.
Oh, okay. Okay. I was just wondering. I was like, if he had a YouTube channel, I wanted to take a look at him or whatever and see what, maybe because he's going to Ethiopia. I was wondering if he was a dating coach, he's going to film in Ethiopia or what the case may be or whatever. But yeah, shout outs to him though. Yeah. Outside of that though, man, I'm just here. I'm just chilling right now. But it's some good intel, man. I appreciate the segment, man. Well, you know what? You plan on coming back anytime soon? Like, I don't know, just coming sporadically.
Do you mean like in my streams or?
Yeah, you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah,
What
your
do you mean like?
streams.
Yeah, I'll be here.
Yeah,
I'll
your
try
streams,
and
tomorrow?
yeah, if I can do tomorrow, yeah, possibly. But definitely next week, I'll be here.
All right.
I should be.
So yeah, all right.
Yeah, sorry guys
All right,
if I
for
don't do it
sure.
too often. It's just that I'm very busy or I'm tired sometimes. So once I get time, I just drop a live stream. So thanks for reminding me, Selector. Appreciate that, bro. Let me go on to Bruno.
Yeah, for sure.
Awesome. Bruno Moreira, do you have any last questions? Any last words?
I do have. I appreciated very much the brother that speak on Russian women. And I have two Brazilian friends out there in Russia. They are not black, but they speak highly of the women there. So it was very interesting to hear his perspective about it. And I would also like to comment on the dating coach, right?
Yeah.
Well, I would say that there is definitely some advantages on taking care of yourself, learning how to communicate, being confident, and all that. But if you are uh, putting an strenuous amount of effort just to get women, like it should be natural to you. It should not be something that consumes that amount of energy from anyone. I mean, women like sex, just you like. And so we are in a culture that overvalues female sexual value over men here in the West. And unfortunately, in Brazil, with black women in Brazil, it is getting worse and worse by the day. But you should have options. Like your channel was really the place that inspired me to get my passport. I will receive like 1 or 2 weeks, and I will get my passport. I would encourage black men, especially black men, to uh, get involved in the economy of stocks and crypto. I'm heavily invested in cryptocurrency. And do your research, explore your options, and have fun, explore. You have that power because black men are not taught, we do not receive messages encouraging black men to explore their potential. Black men are seen as some kind of second class citizen in the West. And when you travel or when you explore a woman outside of your race or your community, then you understand that black men have sexual power. Black men are desired. Black men are seen as a valuable option. And this comes as a shock to many brothers. And that's why your channel is so important to us.
Thank you for that. I appreciate that, Bruno Moreira. Appreciate the kind words, bro. You've also told me very important intel regarding white Brazilian women, specifically the German descendants and Russian descendants. Are there Russian white women in Brazil, descendants of that as well?
Well, there is a very big community of Ukrainian and Russian white, especially blonde women here in Brazil. I didn't knew that until I speak with one of them. There are like 4 or 6 million Ukrainians or 8 million Russians here in Brazil, something like that. Especially people who came from right after the revolution, they came here. We received a very big influx of European immigrants, like in the past century. So there is really a very great community of white people, white women, in the South especially, but they travel to the North and to other regions, and they like black men. So that is an amazing situation to us in this regard. I would say that.
So the three particular groups of white Brazilian women that are checking for brothers are German, Russian, and Ukraine in Brazil, correct?
I would say that in the South especially, but you have Portuguese women who are the like the nucleus of the white women here. You have Italian women as well that like black men, but especially German and Russian are my kind of pick in this respect.
Awesome. The Italian and Portuguese women, how are they towards brothers?
Well, in Brazil, different from America, we do not have like racism rampant. So in America, you have to be concerned if you're walking on the street with a white woman on your arms, that some white dude will not find that distasteful and attack you physically. But here in Brazil, we are a very open society to various kinds of tastes and lifestyles.
So you're
Perhaps,
saying that Italian and Portuguese, Brazilian women are also checking for brothers in Brazil, right?
yeah, and it's not that racism level of I'll just stay with my community and stick to my race, and no, there's nothing like that here.
But I've heard there is, some form of strong racism in Brazil, especially with that Jair Bolsonaro president and how Brazilian culture is. It can be oppressive towards Black Brazilians. Is that true in your case?
Well, that would be propaganda. I have not experienced nothing of that sort,
Okay.
and I don't think that is a reason for you to be concerned when coming here.
Do Black Brazilian men have power in Brazil in terms of political power, financial power, owning property, owning businesses? Is that in Brazil for Black Brazilian men?
I would say this: there are definitely some downsides of being Black in the West in general, but Black men are increasingly getting power in Brazil,
Okay.
especially economic power and cultural power, because through cultural power, we are able to shape the narrative and to show society that we can be a part of it. So if you see funk, or if you see samba, or if you see rock, we have very relevant stars, very relevant people here that are Black and that are shaping society to view Blacks especially as a group that is relevant and that has power. So through culture, we are able to shift the narrative and to get respect from Brazilian society.
Okay, I like hearing that. I like hearing that Black Brazilian men are getting financial power, cultural power, building themselves up in Brazil, because I heard a lot of bad things about it regarding race, but thank you for telling me the right stuff. Are
Yeah,
you wait,
no,
hold on, Selector.
okay.
Bruno, are you dark skinned or light skinned Brazilian?
I am not really dark skin, but I am not light skin either. I'm like in the middle.
Okay, awesome. Brown skin. Okay, before I go on to our Selector, he's got a question for you. Guys, follow me on Twitter as well. MD has just followed me on Twitter, so follow me on Twitter as well. For any questions, DM me right now. Follow me on Twitter and I will answer. I will get back to you. For people watching, this channel does not advocate dating a particular race of woman. We are not uplifting or pedestalizing a particular group of women, whether it's white women, Black women, Asian women. We are just a channel that encourage brothers to go for foreign quality women. Black women are also foreign as well in Africa, and that includes women of different races. So don't talk nonsense. We are just a channel that likes foreign women based on their high value quality. Go on, El Selector.
Yeah. I just had a question for the individual from Brazil, right? You stated you were from Salvador, right?
Yeah, I am.
Yeah. I've heard Salvador. That's like, is that the side where it's predominantly Black? Like they got that huge Black population over there. Like majority of that region is Blacks that live there. They settled there. They've been there for like the last I guess 500 years. Is that the place over there, or is it another place?
That is correct.
Okay. So they got like a really rich history with like Blacks and stuff. I mean, like just Black culture and African culture and whatnot on that side over there.
Yes.
Okay. Because I don't know, I'm not gonna say any names, but I saw a YouTuber over there, and he had traveled over there and whatnot, and he was talking about Salvador, and then I kind of just, it kind of like, it just dawned on me while you were talking, and I was just like, oh, did he say he was from Salvador? So like how would you say is like, what would you say is like the experience out there as far as like the nightlife and entertainment and like guys traveling to that? Because mostly what you see is, you usually see Rio de Janeiro and Sao Paulo, and then that's about it. Like, you don't really see other sides. So what would you say is like the experience like for those coming out there? Because I'm sure there's a lot of guys out there that want to meet up, the Afro Brazilians, and they want to maybe get encountered
Well,
them and
like
learn
I,
about
We're
the
losing you,
culture
bro.
and just kind of maybe network and just become, have relationships with those people.
I
Good
understand.
question.
Well, I would say that uh, yes, it is true that Salvador is a very thriving black location. I am a practitioner of capoeira. Is a Brazilian martial art, and is very respected here. So we have a very thriving environment for blacks and things like that. But if you are here, if you are a foreigner, I will speak from the perspective of a foreigner who wants to be dating Brazilian women, especially black women, as you said so eloquently. As I have told you, I still believe that Brazil is a great option for a foreigner to be having fun, having sex, and anything of the sort. But, however, Brazilian black women, and Salvador is not no exception to this rule, are increasingly getting poisoned with feminist ideas and just a pain to be around. So I would not recommend that you build long-term relationships with them. Have sex you can have with anybody, but especially being a foreigner, you are exotic. Like, they never seen a black man speaking English. I can sing Frank Sinatra and things like that, and they like that. So you have an advantage in that sort. But to build a relationship, a long-term relationship, I would definitely not recommend.
Awesome.
All right,
Hope I
all
answered
right,
your question for you,
all right.
Selector.
Thank you, appreciate it. Yeah, definitely, most definitely. Do they got a good nightlife out there? Or like, nah, not so much. Would you say Rio? What would you say if you had to pick the three? What would you say? Rio's number one, Sao Paulo number two, and then Salvador maybe number five or something. Like, what would you say?
Well, I will be blunt with you.
Yeah,
Rio de Janeiro is very known by Carnival and February and stuff like that. But Rio de Janeiro is also very violent because of drugs, and you have drug cartels dominating the scene there. But if you want like easy free sex, Rio de Janeiro is your option. But Rio de Janeiro is also a very confusing place for a person who is decent, who takes care of yourself. And I would not go there because violence is really out of control in Rio de Janeiro. Salvador is a nice place. People are very friendly here, and it's not that violent like Rio de Janeiro. And there are places that you can meet people, that you can socialize, and that you can have a conversation and appreciate a good time. If you're a man that is of dignity, of standard, I would say Salvador definitely, not Rio de Janeiro, because there are just too much violence and drugs and things like that going on there.
man, good intel, man. I appreciate it. Thank you very much.
Appreciate
No
that,
problem.
Bruno. Thanks for that, Bruno. We'll get in touch on Twitter and we'll set up a live stream to speak more about Brazil. But thank you for
Definitely.
calling up, bro. Appreciate it. Thank you. Okay, let me go to let's see. D, I already spoke to you, D. But any last words, D, at all?
Any last words? Yeah,
Yeah.
I like to say that for everyone in here to heavily, heavily, heavily invest in yourself. What I mean by that is by going to the gym, actually working out, be in shape, looking good. Like international passports say, like dress good, smell good, because you don't want to look like a slum out there, especially when you're traveling out to different countries. You want to look your best, right? I always say this: like in a strong economy, the reason why an economy can be strong is because they invest in themselves, right? And you have to do the same for yourself in order to be the best that you can be. So yes, invest in yourself by working out, dressing nice, learn new languages or learn new skills, whatever it is you want to learn. Get a passport. That's very important. Explore the world and broaden your horizon, like broaden your mindset. You don't always want to stick with wherever you're from. You want to actually like learn other things and more about life and stuff like that. That's very, very important. And that's about it. You know what I'm saying?
All right, thank you for that, D. Guys, before I end the stream and go on to Jeff and Sai for their last words, please hit the like button. We've got 42 people right here. This has been 2 hours of pure game. I've had Bruno Moreira speak a lot more about the Brazilian woman dynamics in Brazil. This is free game. You don't have to pay for it. So I'm asking for you guys to hit the like button. Every single one of you, hit the like button. That's all I'm asking for. I'm not charging you for anything yet. Just hit the like button. Let's get this video out there to many brothers around the world. We want every brother to get their passports and see that life in different countries can be beneficial for them and can help them get foreign women, help them in business, moving there, retiring there. So please hit the like button. I'm gonna go on to Jeff Hayes. Any last words, bro?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, just what's so interesting, man. I thought about, so check this out. I actually booked a plane ticket to Vancouver, Canada around March 17th. No, like around March
Hey,
2nd.
dude, your voice, your sound is a bit off. Don't
You
know
hear
why.
me now? You hear me now?
Yeah, it's a bit glitchy.
What about now?
The same.
What about now?
Much better. Carry on. Yeah.
Yeah, so I actually booked a ticket to Vancouver around March 2nd, and as soon as I did that, I searched up Vancouver, Canada, then I saw international passport. And it so happens that you also posted a video on brothers going to Vancouver as well. And I was just like, wow, like maybe this is telekinesis. So I just immediately clicked into your video about Vancouver, man. And
When was this? Was that 2 years ago? 3 years ago?
This is like what you asked me, like when all of this happened.
Yeah.
This happened literally last month.
Awesome. Carry on.
Yeah, like I'm just explaining right. I'm like, dude, this whole thing literally happened last month. And I like New York City, but it's just not for me, man. I need to be somewhere where people value me. And another thing too, man, you have all of these pickup artists who talk about, you need game. And that's one thing I never used any type of game in my life. Game, if any man tells you, I don't care I don't care if it's freaking Dwayne The Rock Johnson. I don't care if it's John Cena. I've met John Cena. I've met Rey Mysterio. I've met Danny Green. I don't give a fuck if they told me.
Mind the language.
Oh gosh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, but I don't give a doggone what they told me when I looked them in the eye. If you need any type of game to get a woman, that's indirect manipulation. I was sitting next to Evander Holyfield at the Deontay Wilder and Luis Ortiz fight. If he told me, Evander Holyfield, that you need game to get women, I would. That's indirect manipulation, indirect advertising. You don't need any of that. You just need to be a sexually attractive guy to the woman. Be smart, of course. You want to speak a couple languages so you can get out to the community. You want to have some type of finances so you can travel abroad the world and explore vacations. However, You know, you don't need to take a woman out to a 5-star restaurant. You don't need to, you know, wear all these designer stuff so you can get her approval. You know, you can even take her home, and if you can't take a woman home and watch order or rent something on Amazon Prime and just sit down with her and just relax, and she's gonna, you know, you and her are gonna have some intimacy on spot, then all of this indirect game and stuff. Those guys, listen, they see that they have a market of guys who didn't necessarily have the best advantage in terms of social skills at life, you know, and it's like they want to harp on that, and they want to prey on those guys who don't, you know, have that type of awareness. But I'm glad that, you know, us as brothers, you know, we're coming across, we're coming along, and we're saying, you know what, we need to face reality for what it really is. And
All right.
you know,
Thanks for that, Jeff Hayes. Appreciate the last words there, and I'm happy this channel is helping you out. And call back in next time. You've been a great addition to the panel. Before I move on to Saichi, for some reason I just lost 15 likes. Does anyone know why that's happened, or are you guys liking the video twice? Please don't tell me you guys are liking the video twice, because if you like it twice, I lose likes. So I should be on 75 likes right now, but YouTube has just removed 25 likes, and I don't know why. So please hit the like button just once and get me back up to 75 likes. I've just lost 25 now, and I don't know why. And don't like the video twice, because it removes a like. So please like the video again, and just once, and get me up to 70 likes, please. Before I end the stream. So hit the like button one more time, and don't hit it twice. I don't know why YouTube has removed 15 likes all of a sudden. So it must be that you guys are liking it twice. So please hit the like button. Saichi, any last words?
Yes. I'm waiting. All right. So I have a short story, and I also have a question for you, International. So,
sure.
Short story. I remember this Ukrainian girl that I met a while ago during my, you know, just day-to-day strolls through life. This girl I just kind of knew from the gym. Like, never got involved with, but you know, you just kind of meet people at the gym, like, oh, hey, how's it going? What's up? Where you from? Just kind of like that, you know what I mean? And she actually mentioned, I don't even know how I didn't bring the story up, but I think his name is Bruno. When he mentioned the Ukrainian people in Brazil, just kind of like gave me like a light bulb in my head. So we were talking about her like being from Ukraine or whatever, and you know, we're the same age, and how she came to like the US for like school and stuff, right? And she, you know, mentioned how she, you know, she enjoys it here. And I was like, hey, do you like see any differences between like the people here versus like the people back home? She's like, oh yeah, absolutely. And I was like, what is one of the biggest differences that you noticed? And she was like, I would say for me, the biggest difference is when I first came here, I was very surprised by the way the girls here in America are versus back home where I'm from. Like back home where I'm from, if I were to like rate this girl in terms of looks, I'd give her like a 6. Like she's attractive, but she's not like pretty. You get what I mean?
Yeah.
Now with that being said, she's like, you know, back home where I'm from, like I'm not seen as good enough. Like I can't really get a boyfriend. It's hard for me to get a guy. But like here, like once I came to America, like it wasn't hard for me. Like I got a lot of attention just for simply existing. She was like, I don't feel like I have to get up and do my hair in the morning and try to look pretty and put on makeup, throw on like a nice outfit and try to look cute. I don't feel like I have to compete here in America anymore. Like it's just I can just be, you know, whatever I want, and then I'll always still have a guy. And she mentioned, she was like, I was shocked by the way a lot of these American girls act when I first came here, because if they were to come back to where I'm from, they would never be able to get boyfriends, which says a lot about us as the US. But one thing that she said that really struck me was, she was like, me and my circle of Ukrainian girlfriends who are also here in the US have an inside joke within the realms of our social circle, which is, if you fail at the end of the day to find a Ukrainian boyfriend and find a Ukrainian guy to marry you, you can always get an American guy because they will literally take anything. So that already tells you a lot about how just we're just in the Western Hemisphere. We're like the simp, like the U.S. is like the simp capital at this point. I'm nominating them for the Grammy Award. Like it's the simp capital, literally. Women have way too much power here, and the fact that this little girl from Ukraine, who's literally like a 6 in terms of looks, can honestly sit here and say she notices such a difference. Like in Ukraine, it's like, no, I got to compete out here. Like it's serious. Like it's hard for me to get a boyfriend. Where she comes to America, she's like, no, I'm getting all this attention. I don't even have to try. I just have to exist. That says so much. But also, the question that I wanted to ask you, International, and this goes back to something that Bruno mentioned that kind of triggered me a little bit and made me think about this, was when he mentioned the whole thing about how, in Brazil, it's not, the race relations aren't as tense as they are here in America. Right? Like if you're walking down the street, you might get a dirty look if you're with like a certain kind of woman that doesn't necessarily look like you, right? And from your like travels, like being in like Europe or some of the countries that you were in, did you ever have to deal with like any kind of like dirty looks or negative reactions from local men? And I asked this because I recently saw a video of a black guy talking about his experiences in Japan and how Japanese women, like Japanese men, would try to like cock block him at like nightclubs and whatnot. I want to know if you had any experience with that.
Yeah, I do. So I'll give you an example in Germany. When I'm with a good-looking German woman, both German men and German women do stare. Now, they may stare because obviously I'm not from the country, or they may feel like, why am I with a German woman? I simply do not care. Now, they want to start something, I will defend myself, but 95% of the time, 99%, they'll just stare, they won't do nothing, or they won't say anything. Now, when you travel, right, to these European countries or these Asian countries, if you notice a lot of women staring at you, they are trying to figure out if you are Black American or African. I've said this many times before. They're not checking for African men. They're checking for predominantly Black American men. If you're Black Canadian, you can get away with it because you sound the same. If you're Black English, you can also get away with it because you're also foreign. They're not checking for African men. So they're trying to decide if you're African or Black American. If they see you're Black American, if they feel you are, they will open up with you so you can approach them. If they don't, they will continue staring at you and look away. They will be kind of reclusive towards you. In terms of men looking at you, yes, it's common. It can be common in certain countries, or some don't really care. In Morocco, they didn't really care. So all I would say is, if you can travel with a group when you're going to a country like Poland, do it, just to have someone back you up. But make sure you're able to defend yourself as well. So be very aware. This is just simple life lessons. If you are an alien to an environment, make sure you are aware. Don't become too naive, etc., etc. Because if you're naive, people can just rip you off when you want to buy a product, and it applies to anything in life. If you're not a natural habitat to that environment, just be aware, and you should be fine. So don't worry about being attacked. In terms of like people trying to stop you from getting a girl's number, plenty of guys do that, but women will tell them to F off, or they'll just go away and come back to you. So don't worry about that.
All right. I also want to ask, in regards to what you said about African men, like women not like checking for African men. What's the deal with African men like outside the US? Like, why is it like they're seen as like so bad? I have a theory, but I'm just curious as to what the reason.
So most of it is that they try to copy Black American men too much, the accent, and it comes off as lame. They dress like it's 2002 or 1995 when 1994 when Nas dropped Illmatic, and dressing like those rap music videos. A lot of them do a lot of scams. So in Japan, right, you got to be very careful when you go to Tokyo and these big cities. Some African guy can come up to you and tell you to come to a club, and then they will charge you a lot of money for drinks, and they would force you to pay, or they might spike your drink and steal your credit card. So be careful And mostly African men do that in Japan, which is quite annoying. So it gives them a very bad reputation. And so when you're in Japan and women are staring at you, they're trying to figure out, are you African or Black American? Because they have built up such a bad reputation in Japan, and it's pretty much pissed off a lot of people. So that's why they stare mostly in Japan.
Got it. So it's with Japan, it's the theft and like the credit card fraud.
Yeah, the whole sham clubs, sham bars to extort people. Why would you do that? To foreigners, and Japanese people too. It just makes people angry, and it gives Black people a bad reputation, and
Right.
And that's what annoys them quite a lot in Japan. So that's why they would stare at you for that. But if you're Black American, you're good.
So in the European countries, the stigma when it comes to like Africans, is it for the same reasons or are they like different?
Germany, different. Mostly guys trying too hard to be Black American, and that it
Okay.
comes across as annoying. So dressing in oversized jerseys, 3/4 trousers. Come on, no one dresses like that anymore, and that annoys people. And women feel scammed when they find out, oh, you're not Black American. I thought you were, and it really makes them angry. So that's the issue there. But you should have no problems based on how you dress. Just don't dress too old school. Dress normal, and you should be fine.
I'm not trying to sound like ignorant here. Like I've had white people tell me this. I've been told that I dress quote unquote like an old white man who owns something. If that gives you an idea of what I dress like. Like I'm very like conservative about the way that I dress. It works for me. Like, hey, but it's just one of those things where like I'd rather look more prim and proper and clean cut as opposed to looking all like degenerate, if you will. Does that make sense?
Yeah. How old are you?
24.
Okay, so there's a video I dropped last year. I'm not sure if you've seen it yet. What to wear when you go abroad. Watch that video, and that's how you should dress if you want to get stylish, good-looking woman around your age. If you dress like an old man, so dress like that, and then you should be good. You should have no problems.
Sounds straight.
So, international. I have another question regarding the African. All
right, last one, yeah.
Okay, yeah. Sorry. So, in America, for sure, there are Africans here who are, I guess, born in America. Like their parents are African, culturally they're African, but they're just born in America, so they're essentially Black Americans also. What do like the I guess Japanese or German people think about those?
I actually don't know.
Okay.
But if you have the American accent and you have the American mannerism, and you show them your American passport, even though you're an immigrant, it should be no problem.
Okay, gotcha. All right. Yeah, because I have like a lot of African buddies here too, along with like my Spanish friends and Asian friends, everyone from New York. All right. Thanks,
bro. And no worries, man. All right, guys. El Selector, Bruno Moreira, Jeff Hayes, Sai Saichi, and D. Thank you all very much for calling in. Shout out to Charles Jones and the rest of the guys who called in as well. This is it. I'm going to log off right now. I will see you guys on my next video. Before you leave, please hit the like button. I hope you enjoy this live stream, and I will see you guys later. Take it easy and peace.